Leo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy. What is influencing you? Tell me about your past, Leo. So I'm trying to pick up your energy, and I'm getting that you're very out of sorts right now. You don't feel like yourself. Yeah, you really, there's something here. I don't know what you're going through yet. Let's see what we'll find out. Looking at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles, this is, there's some sort of foundation that you're building here, but it feels like it's in the very early stages. So let me just kind of talk through some of these cards, because the energy I'm getting from you is you are feeling very not grounded at the moment. Your current energy is the Hermit in the upright, and it's being influenced by the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you're spending a lot of time in your head trying to figure out why you feel this way, because the Nine of Pentacles in the upright is somebody who has a lot of abundance, which you typically do. There's a lot of confidence that comes from you. You tend to have a lot of abundance, but right now you feel like it's almost like things are working against you, but you're plowing through it. It feels very uncomfortable for you. This is not what your norm is at all. You are actually showing up in your what you need to focus on. So there's something here that you're missing. There's something here. It's kind of the foundation of who you are. That's what this feels like, that you need to kind of get back to, if you had no possessions in the world, if you had no job, nothing, what is it that you truly need? What at the very core of who you are do you need emotionally? And then worry about the physical, worry about the financial. What do you need emotionally? Eight of Wands in reverse. So whatever change happened, it happened very quickly for you. This is not something that you were prepared for. This was not a slow evolution. This is something that kind of came in fast and furious for you. I'm seeing the Temperance card in reverse, sitting in your Strength position. So another fire sign. But there's a lot of timing here. A lot of timing. It's like, you know that the time isn't right for you to be able to make progress forward, but you want it to be. That's for sure. So I'm getting the Hanged Man sitting in your near future in the upright. There is some sort of pause here. There is some sort of pause, which is not how you like things to be. You like that positive momentum forward. I'm looking at the Judgment card here, sitting in the upright position. So there's some sort of decision that you've been making, or there's some sort of path that you decided to go down. And it does relate to that Ace of Pentacles. You made a very conscious decision to go down this path. There was kind of this change that happened all of a sudden, but you had the ability to control the direction that it went, and you did. The Magician in reverse. This also feels very connected to that Eight of Wands in reverse. So it's one of those things where you won't let anybody trick you. You're not about to listen to anybody if you think that what they're going to tell you or the advice they're going to give you is contrary to how you think it should go, or what you think you should do. So that's kind of where your headspace is right now. You're being very, I'm not saying bullheaded, but you kind of are. You're very set on how things ought to be. Knight of Swords, this is a hope. You want there to be progress forward. You want to be able to pick up and start moving in a direction and have it happen quickly. That's kind of where you are. I like your potential outcome because there's no secrets. There is nothing hidden from you. You will fully understand everything and you will see the big picture. So let's start clarifying and get more to the story here. So we have the Hermit. I have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So I have the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse. You're spending a lot of time reevaluating everything. Why hasn't anything worked out for you? Why did things happen the way they did? What do you need to do differently? And that's where you're that's the direction that you're headed. You're okay starting over as long as you have a path to go down. Tell me about the Strength card. I'm getting Reverie in reverse. So this is specific to this deck, and it really relates to dreams and expectations. And so here with it in reverse, don't focus on these lofty dreams. Focus on the here and now. What is the practical? What is it that today you need? Not in this like romantic version of what the universe is. What is it that you really truly need? That's what you need to focus on. Tell me about this 8 of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever this was, it really did shake you and kind of knocked you off your foundation a bit. And it could be that your foundation wasn't very solid where you thought it was. And that's why this whole thing happened the way that it did, and you're on the path that you're on. Tell me about the Temperance card in reverse. I have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is really all about timing. You're going to be patient, believe it or not. It's not really a fire sign trait, but you're going to be patient and allow things to develop. That's your strength, is kind of letting things unfold the way they should, because you're actually you may not even be aware of how the time is passing, because you're spending a lot of time figuring out what you need. So the Hanged Man in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. So this is something where you are taking this kind of time out from everything, but you're really doing it internally. This is not something that you're communicating and blasting to the world around you or to anybody within earshot. It's something that you're really dealing with all of this internally. And I saw it with the Hermit, but this is really 2 cards now telling me what the Hermit tells me, where you're just really going inside to deal with all of this. Tell me about the Judgment card. We have the Tower. Yeah, I knew it. I actually was surprised that this card hadn't come out earlier. This King of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse, is literally the Tower. It's the same energy. It feels exactly the same. So whatever this Tower moment was that happened really caused you to make a decision to change something. There's something here that you're changing, and it feels like it's very much at the core of who you are. And it's like, if this was one of those Jenga games where it's like all those blocks together and you started pulling out the pieces and everything crumbled, you still have that foundation. So what is your foundation? And then you need to rebuild. That's kind of where you are right now. Tell me about this Magician in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. You're kind of not listening to what anybody else has to say. If somebody is trying to convince you to be different or to think differently or go on a different path, you're not listening to them. I think that's also why you're spending a lot of time just going through this on your own, because you don't want this outside influence at all. You don't want somebody else. You know you better than anyone ever will. So you are leaving it to yourself to figure out what your next steps are. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. I have the Fool in reverse. You want to move forward, but you also want to take this experience with you. This is something where it was uncomfortable enough and chaotic enough that you don't want to repeat it. The Moon in reverse, I'm getting the Lovers in reverse. So this could be about a love situation, or it could be that once you have this clarity, you make a decision. I mean, I'm seeing it down here, you're making decisions. I'm seeing it up here, you're making decisions. So once everything is fully revealed to you, it feels like that's when you're going to be able to choose exactly what your path needs to be, what your next steps really are. The last message from the universe sums up your reading very well. The card that came out was Grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. That sums all of this up for you, Leo. So I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, and even drop me a comment. Let me know if this resonated for you. I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, take care.